Hello and welcome everyone to your favorite weekly news capsule. When you have something certain and reliable, do not get greedy and search for something better because you might just lose it all. That's probably why they say that a bird in hand is worth two in a bush. It's now time to begin with the news capsule.
Last week, India launched its first hybrid-sounding rocket by private players from a village in Telangana. The Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Satellite Launch Vehicle mission of 2023 was launched by the Martin Foundation in association with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Foundation and Space Zone India. But the project couldn't have taken place without a team of school students who were selected to help with the design of the rocket. The organization mentioned that over 5,000 students were involved, and the top 100 students helped build the reusable rocket component of the satellite. This rocket will be used for research in weather, atmospheric conditions, and radiation, and we are so proud of these brilliant students who made it happen.
Did you know that the Indian Space Research Organization is currently preparing for its third lunar exploration mission? The Chandrayaan-3, which is set to be launched later this year, will send a lunar lander and rover into the moon to explore lunar regions that haven't seen sunlight in a few billion years. And last week, ISRO recently announced that the lander successfully underwent an electromagnetic interference and compatibility test, which indicates that the lander is all set to go. What an exciting time for all space enthusiasts!
2 weeks after the catastrophic earthquake that hit the border region of Turkey and Syria, the region was devastated by another larger quake that destroyed hundreds of thousands of homes earlier this week. President Erdogan has announced that construction work of nearly 200,000 apartments in the earthquake-hit provinces of Turkey will begin next month. Unfortunately, Turkey was not alone this week. Heavy rain along the coast of Brazil's Sao Paulo states have caused massive floods and landslides that have resulted in a lot of injuries and destructions. We hope the situation gets better in both of these countries and that we are able to take a collective action to provide support during these disasters.
Months after 8 big cats were ferried from Namibia, India welcomed 12 more cheetahs from South Africa just last week. The second batch of cheetahs landed at the Air Force Station in Gwalior and were taken straight to the Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. Did you know that these beautiful big cats are coming back to India after nearly 7 decades of being registered as extinct? Well, India has planned to transport 12 big cats annually for the next 10 years from the two African nations. And personally, we can't wait to catch a glimpse of these majestic creatures soon.
A fresh survey of Japan's territorial waters has led to the discovery of 7,200 new unknown islands in the country. Did you know that the Japanese government conducted their last survey in 1987, nearly 36 years ago? Now, the number of Japanese islands is expected to double from 6,800 to around 14,000. The final figure is expected to change slightly because geographers are still making final adjustments to their calculations. So stay tuned for more updates on the same.
I am sure you all are aware of recycling. But have you heard of the term downcycling? Downcycling is when you convert a material into something of less value than it originally was. And upcycling is when you increase the value of a material. An example of downcycling is the process of converting plastic waste into clothing because there is enough plastic to go around. Plastic fiber makes perfect green sense, but we must not forget that washing synthetic clothing is the main source of microplastics in our ocean, which is why recycled plastic may be a good choice for workout gear and swimsuit, but not for our everyday clothing. Do educate yourselves and make eco-friendly and sustainable decisions whenever you can.
Last week, India defeated Australia in the second test of the ongoing Border Gavaskar Trophy to take an unassailable 2-0 lead in the series. thanks to a stellar spell by bowlers Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin, India won the match by a comfortable 6-wicket lead and went on to win the cup. Chiteshwar Pujara, who was playing his 100th test match, scored the winning runs while chasing a target of 113. Did you know that India has won their last 3 test series against Australia and has retained the Border Gavaskar Trophy for nearly a decade? What a fantastic performance by our boys in blue.
The Dada Saheb Phalke Awards are India's highest awards in the field of cinema and were introduced by the Government of India in 1969 to commemorate Dada Saheb Phalke's contribution to the cinema. Did you know that Dada Saheb was known as the father of Indian cinema and that his debut film, Raja Harishchandra, was the first Indian movie released in 1913? This year's award show took place earlier this week, and here are some of the winners. Anupam Kher took home the Most Versatile Actor of the Year award, while Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor took home the other acting awards. Veteran actor Rekha was awarded for her outstanding contribution in the film industry. We congratulate all the winners of the show and thank them for entertaining us through the years.
If you have ever visited Goa in February, you might have heard of the annual 3-day Goa Carnival that is held to mark the conclusion of the Christian Lenten season. The carnival includes cultural activities such as food festivals and competitions and features a stunning parade with colourful balloons, music and dancing. It first appeared in Goa around the 16th century, thanks to the Portuguese emperors, and still continues to play a significant role in the Goan culture. This year's carnival took place last weekend, and the city was awash in the colours of carnival and festival songs. What a wonderful tradition that has been passed on through so many generations.
Archaeologists recently made a fascinating discovery while exploring the ruins of Tavan in Iraq that dates back almost 5,000 years ago. This finding shows us how everyday life took place in one of the first cities of the world. And this was the most exciting finding of all. While digging around an open courtyard that was used for the dining purposes, researchers found a moisture-wicking structure that was used to keep the food cool. Did you know that this might be one of the oldest examples of the modern-day fridge in the world? What an amazing discovery indeed.
The word of the week is harum-scarum, which means irresponsible or reckless. You can't be trusted with a bike if you continue to be harum-scarum. The riddle of the week is, which letter of the alphabet has the most water? The letter C.
Can you guess who? This barbarian hip-hop and R&B singer has sold over 250 million records, becoming the second best-selling female music artist of all time. At 23, she became the youngest artist to have her 10th song top the Billboard charts. With 9 Grammy Awards, 6 Guinness World Records and many more, she was amongst the Time's 100 most influential people twice. This is the umbrella singer, Rihanna. Did you know that besides a solid music career, Rihanna has also worked in movies? She is a philanthropist and is the first black woman to head the luxury brand LVMH.
Did you know that snow leopards are almost impossible to spot? Igraspers, can you believe that? Yes, snow leopards are actually animals with thick, dense, spotted coats that act as invisibility cloaks for these special animals. These animals also curl their tails around their neck like a scarf to protect them from the cold while staying hidden. This animal is a true hide-and-seek fan of nature, isn't it?
Quiz time! What are leopard spots called? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com along with your full name, school name and a photograph. Answer to the last week's quiz. The most expensive spice in the world is saffron. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Shinjan Ganguly of Mount Olympus School, Gurugram, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Dear Igraspers, this week meet Ahmed, a 9-year-old refugee from Syria who was forced to leave his home and escape from a very real war. The whole class is curious about this new boy. He doesn't seem to smile and he doesn't talk much. But after learning that Ahmed was separated from his family along the way, a determined group of his classmates band together to concoct the greatest idea in the world, a plan to reunite Ahmed with his loved ones. Discover how the class helps to change his life through love and kindness. And don't forget to share your feedback at igraasp.com/iClub.
That's all we have for you here. This week, look around you and appreciate everything that you have. List a few down and share it with your friends and family. Whenever you feel low or upset with your surroundings, go back to this list to remind yourself how valuable everything is. We will see you again next week. Bye-bye.